This outfit will literally put years on you. Markus Fürster is 29 years old, but he's about to discover what life is like at 65 with the age simulation suit called Max. Max makes everything more difficult. Whether it's grasping things, moving your arms and legs, or retaining a good sense of balance.
Wie bitte?
You what? I didn't understand. Oh, the glasses, yes.
The ear mufflers are clearly working. The glasses reduce visibility and blur the vision. Scientists at the Technical University in Chemnitz have analyzed 300 studies on the effects of old age and used their findings to develop the age simulation suit. It certainly makes working life a lot more difficult.
Everything's a bit muffled, and it is really difficult to lift this box from the floor. It feels very strange, and I feel so sluggish.
His fine motor skills aren't what they once were either.
Come on, people are waiting.
Angelika Bullinger-Hoffmann heads the ergonomics research here. She says Max is quite an eye-opener when used in the workplace.
We've discovered that it's a good tool for people planning jobs, giving them a sense of how an older person will cope with the work.
Particularly as there are still many jobs in industry that are strenuous for anybody, no matter how young and fit they are. Jobs that can also carry health risks. With fewer young people joining the ranks, Germany's workforce is aging, prompting many companies to start rethinking their strategy.
So the question is, what can we do to ensure that the workers we have remain fit and healthy and able to work at full capacity, physically and mentally? And the good thing is, if we look for a job design that's good for a 55-year-old, it will of course also be good for a 45 or 35-year-old.
Max helps to raise awareness of the problems faced by an aging society. But in order to really plan jobs accordingly, more information is needed. So, working in the ergonomics laboratory, the scientists looked at the strain placed on various muscle groups during different tasks, in men and women, young and old, physically fit or not. Their studies produced a unique set of data that allow workstations to be planned and set up more appropriately for various workers. The data has been used to produce a virtual model of a worker. The program allows companies planning a new workstation to immediately determine whether the necessary movements make sense ergonomically. Yellow sections show movements that are borderline, red, impossible, or unhealthy. The virtual human in this test is 35 years old, healthy and slim. But that's about to change.
We see a lot of potential here. If the model could be made more individual so you could see what happens if the worker's older, maybe a bit fatter, suddenly he doesn't have enough space to move at his workstation.
There you go, young man.
Markus Fürster says the suit has made him much more sensitive to the needs of the elderly.
I'm going to be more considerate in the future when waiting to pay, and not be impatient anymore because I know how terrible it is. And generally, you feel a lot more limited with the suit. So you start to understand how elderly people probably feel.
The scientists certainly understand. Their goal is to help companies adapt their workplace for the future, for an aging workforce.